Hello guys, back here with another video, and today I'm here to talk about how to correctly spot a lift. So we'll jump straight in with it. We'll start with the squat. So there's three different ways you can spot on the squat. You have got the back spot. You have got then there's two different types of side spot. There is the close side and there is the end of the bar. So let's start with the back spot. So you are going to want to stay tight to the lifter. You're going to want to stay as close as you can while not getting in the lifter's way. And you are going to want to try and get your arms in between their armpits and ready to grab their shoulders or around their chest in case they fail the lift. You're going to want to keep your arms a little bit apart from them. And the second the downward, if it's in a competition, the ref tells you to rack, you want to help get them up. Or if you're in the gym and they tell they call the lift, or if that bar dips down, you're the most important person in ensuring that you grab hold of them and help them stand up. Let's move on to the close side spot. So this is the person that is directly to the left or to the right of the back spotter. They are going to want to basically put their elbow just under the barbell. They're going to want to, in case the lift fails, they're going to want to be able to hug the weights that are on the bar. So if this is like really important for someone going like 300, 400 kilos, or definitely a lot heavier than that, definitely. But they're going to want to be able to like hug that weight and stand up with the weight in a very similar way that the back spotter is with the person, except obviously this with the weight. So the barbell will go in the crook of your elbow while the other arm has got the weight. And then the far spotters are going to have the bar in their hand. So in terms of competitions, the weight to have, all weights should have 3 spotters for squat. If the weight is above 200 kilos, it should have 5 spotters. The priority on the side spotters should go to hugging the weight, the closest one in. Let's move on. Oh, one more quick thing to point out with the squat. There will be a sixth member of the platform, sixth member on the platform for monolift competitions, because someone will obviously be in charge of moving the mono. So the second the person picks the weight up, you want to get the arms out of the way, and once they've done the lift, you want to get that back straight away. But that is about it for squats. As for the bench press, you're going to have the 2 people on the side, which you typically see, just grabbing the bar on the ends. We'll start with them. Their job's nice and simple, if the weight fails, just get it off. Then if the weight is heavier, you will have 2 people further in, hugging the weight in a similar fashion to how we do on the squat. If the weight's around 200 kilos, you definitely wanted someone to do that then. And then for extreme loads, you're going to want someone the person that'll do the lift off for you. You're going to want them to hang close to the platform, ready to pounce should that lift go awry, especially with your quick lifting. You want someone there, that is capable of grabbing that weight. As for lift offs, we may as well talk about that now while we're here. If this is someone that you've never lifted off before, hopefully they'll tell you what they're expecting. But if they don't, you've just got to listen to and hope for the best. So lift it and you've just got to be ready whenever. But someone will typically, like the basic one, this is what I do, most people will do this. They'll tell you, right, we're gonna lift on 3. 1, 2, 3, lift, release it on my weight. So we're gonna. So you're gonna let them do their funky setup. Maybe if they're sliding back, you don't want to be getting hit by their body sliding back at you. But once they're set in position, you're gonna want to get on the elevated foot platform. You want to get your arms ready. I prefer a double overhand, and I will grip. How do I grab the bar? I will try and grab it in my deadlift position actually, because that's where I find I'm most strongest. Make it like a rack pull. I'm a bit screwed if someone's like a fair bit taller than me. If we've got someone like a lanky person with like the longest arms in the world, a bit stuck there. but that's how I like to grab it. I know some people like to grab it really close in the middle and lift it up like that. I find that good and very accurate for lighter loads, but if someone's like they're heavy, I find that my method of wider, treat it like a deadlift, is better. Uh, so you want to grab the bar once they've done their setup, wait for their commands, however they're going to ask you to lift it out. You're going to want to pick it up. Crucially, you want to carry the bar out with them. You don't want to just lift it up and leave them to carry it out. You want to bring the bar out to them. You want to be taking it out of the rack. So this is how you'll look. You want it up out of the rack. You want to carry the bar out with them to where they're going to start benching. You don't want to lift it up there and leave them to have to carry it out there. You want to be with them that entire range that you're allowed to be. So moving on to deadlift, that only really has one spotter, and it's not a necessity. Like the IPF don't do it, and I think they've proved that you don't need it, but I think it would be beneficial to have it. You see most non-IPF federations using it. You will have a back spotter. This person is there to stop the lifter from kind of like falling over should they pass out on the deadlift, because that appears to be more common on the deadlift, or should they just there to, if any injuries happen or anything like that, they're just there to catch you, to prevent you from injuring yourself, just like any good spotter should. I have never tried this. I've never back spotted anyone on a deadlift, so I don't really know what goes into it. But from how it appears, you just want to stay close, but definitely not too close to the person. Some people like it when the person's giving you encouragement. I love it when they're doing that. It really, really helps. So each person's to their own there. But it's a very awkward one that most people will not have that like in a gym, whereas if they're squatting or benching, they're more inclined to have it. But on a platform, it's usually there with most non-IPF federations. But I hope that's been just a nice short breakdown into how to correctly spot and load. Hopefully that makes all sense what I've said. If you ever want to volunteer at your local meet, maybe you know what you're doing a bit better now. But that's it. That wraps it up. Just keep it nice, short and sweet, to the point. Next week's video, we will be looking at the WRPF Pro competition. That's going down on the 8th of December. So, make sure you tune in live to watch me competing there. I'm in the untested competition, still tested, don't worry. We will be taking on the likes of Dave Richardson. So, when a gun like that's going to be there, it's going to be a good competition. Plenty of cash prizes. Hopeful for third, I am very hopeful for third, should the day go as planned. But that wraps it up for today. Make sure you tune in then. But until then, keep lifting that big weight.